Hi everybody, it's Tanya here and happy new moon in Aries. We're about 27 minutes away from the new moon exactly. So, really harnessing the energy. I'm not sure how many of you are awake around the world. Uh, Definitely it is 8 p.m. here in Australia, but could be in the wee hours for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. So, welcome. Hello, if you're watching this live or if you're watching the recording. Um, in honor of so many people working from home and suddenly having casual time in terms of their outfits where they work, I'm here hanging out on my bed. Um, and uh, yeah, just sending love to you all in these very confusing times. I feel like the main reason or the main thing really is that we don't know what's happening. And this is just a pure lesson or experience in surrender and trust, which can be very hard to do. But without knowing really what's going on, all we have to do is trust our intuition, take each day step by step, and just do what we can to be kind to each other and to be kind to ourselves and to get through this together. It's this real energy um, of coming together, and that's not necessarily Aries themes. So we entered Aries season on the 20th, so a few days ago, and that was also the equinox. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and it's all about potential and new energy and starting things fresh. And it's a fire sign, so it wants us to be pioneers and to move, and it's warrior spirit and wants to get stuff done. And right now we're being told to retreat, and so there's this there's kind of a lack of synergy going on with what the natural energy is in terms of the sign, and also with what we're being told to do into retreating and to reflecting and to spending more time at home and spending more time by ourselves. But I do feel that this also works in with Aries energy. So um, Aries governs the self. It governs the first chakra, the root chakra. Um, and so it's all about who we are and our personal foundations and our security. So we can see that there is a lot of instability when it comes to personal security at the moment in terms of our health and also in terms of economic security as well, because a lot of people aren't able to work. And being humans, we want to control this in whichever way that we can. And so we are going out there and we're buying as much toilet paper and pasta as we possibly can, because that's helping us to feel really secure. I feel like this new moon, it's happening in conjunction with the planet. Well, it's not really a planet. It gets swapped about it every so often, but it's Chiron. And Chiron is the bridge between ego and soul. And it's telling us, it's that bridge between who we are and how we exist, and also between our higher self. And Chiron is also about wounds and healing. And so we're going through this wounding of who we are and how we are as humans, with what we've been told is what we need to have and our possessions and what we have around us. But I feel like the big lesson of this new moon is feeling safe and secure in who we are. And so being forced to retreat and spend more time by ourselves, we're starting to get to know ourselves on a new level. And we're starting to bridge that me and we. So, who am I as an individual, and how do I fit into greater society? What can I do to help others and to reach out with others? Another aspect that's happening here on this new moon is that, and I'm just going to look at the charts here. So, if my eyes go into a weird place, that's where I am. Um, so we have Venus in Taurus, and she's been traveling through Taurus for a couple of weeks now, and it's her home sign, and she's very grounded and happy in Taurus, and she's all about values and having those things around us and feeling safe and secure. Um, and so she's not making any aspects to this new moon per se, um, but she's there and she has an influence in grounding us. And on Saturday, she'll be making this beautiful aspect with Jupiter in Capricorn. He'll be, you know, we might start to start to have a reprieve from all of this seriousness um, on Saturday. And if you can get outside where possible, do something that's really nurturing as well on Saturday. If you can't go anywhere, then look at beautiful pieces of art and things like that on the internet where you can. Like anything that's just really sensual as well is Venus stuff. So if you can have a bath, if you can, dress up really nicely, even if you're just at home, that's a really great thing to do on Saturday. Uh, the other aspect which I find to be really interesting on this new moon, or at this time really, is that we have the North Node in Cancer, and it's in the last degrees of Cancer before it moves into Gemini. And the North Node is all about potential and where we're growing towards. And the Cancer is a sign of the home, and it's a very nurturing sign. It's also um, again about foundations and our families, whether it's the families that we were born into or the families that we've created. And so having this extra pull towards like being in the home, slowing down, changing our pace, working out what traditions we have in our lives and what we want to create, and spending more time with family. I feel like this is very big North Node stuff going on there. And it's just going to be a time for us to really reflect on this, and it'll be interesting to see where we go once the North Node moves into Gemini, which is a curious sign and wants to find out more information. It flits around and it's a bit of a social butterfly. So it's going to be interesting to see where we are at with world events and how the Gemini side of ourselves plays out, and whether that is about us discovering, doing more online courses and discovering new things in that way, potentially. Um, Saturn has also moved into Aquarius, and Aquarius is the sign of the group and organizations, and it's about innovation, technology. Saturn is a sign of restriction, so it is restricting our social connections in one way, but it's also helping us form new ways of connecting with others. And so many friends have already I've already had FaceTime dates with them. So it's all about how are we connecting with other people in this new way and in this new age, and also what restrictions that we have around groups at the moment. We can't have large social gatherings, and what this means for us on a greater level. But ultimately, Aquarius is concerned with the greater good, and so all of these restrictions are for the greater good in terms of stopping the spread of the virus. So that's kind of what the stars have to say about this. There's going to be a little bit more to come over the next few weeks, but I'll chat about those in my weekly videos. But in the meantime, let's just close our eyes and have a little bit of a meditation to drop into. And then I really encourage you to have a journal by your side so that when you finish and come out of the meditation, that you can um, write your thoughts and do some freestyling, check in with yourself, check in with your emotions, because it has been a bit of a wild time, and maybe you haven't been spending so much time um, on your own or with your own company and reflecting on things in the way that you normally would. So, um, once we come out of the meditation, I'll leave you to journal away. So, just get yourself comfortable wherever you are. Um, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths just to really sigh out all of that tension that you've been holding. To expel all of the deep air that's just been stuck inside your belly and the bottom of your lungs, and just let it go and let it out and just really settle in. Okay. And now let's get grounded with ourselves and feel the surface that you are sitting or lying on. Feel it supporting you. And know that no matter what, this surface is there to hold you. It's there to keep you safe and secure. You are fully supported by Mother Earth. You're fully supported by having exactly what you need at every moment. And if that sentence doesn't ring very true to you, if you feel like, no, you don't have what you need in every moment, just know that that belief is just fear. And whenever you feel this fear, say to yourself, I'm ready to release this fear of lack, of scarcity, and I'm accepting in love and abundance. And I know that I am fully supported at all times. I know that I am fully supported, just as I know I'm fully supported by the bed I'm on, the chair I'm on, the floor I'm on right now. I trust that this supports me, and so I trust that everything else is out there to support me. And as you say this to yourself, feel your base chakra. Feel the energy in there. Find yourself feeling really strong and solid. And remember how this feels in your body, so you can always go back to this feeling at any time. And know that if you feel frustrated right now, that you can't get out there and do the things, start by being a pioneer within yourself. start by writing down everything that you want to do. And then pick a couple of those things. And use the Saturn in Aquarius innovative part of yourself. And work out how you can reframe them. Work out how you can still do what you want, but tweak it and do it in a new way. Because right now we're all being told to do things in a new way. We're all building a new world together. This is the very start. Know that the dreams that you have right now are dreams that you can still work towards. Don't feel like your dreams are trivial. Don't feel like your dreams need to be pushed aside right now. Your dreams are needed in this world. So what are they? Know that when you work on your dreams, when you set intentions, that you're doing a great service for yourself and for others. You may be feeling frustrated right now that things aren't working out the way that you'd planned or hoped. There is a reason behind that which you'll find out. Maybe not in the near future, but you'll look back at this time and you'll know why we all had to go through this. Change can be uncomfortable. So lean into the discomfort. And just as you're spending time now connecting with people, make sure you're still connecting in with yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And I'll say again that part of taking care of yourself is taking care of your dreams. We're all moving through a new time. We're all being pioneers together. Spread kindness and love instead of fear and panic. Always come back to knowing that you're supported. Start to come back to the space that you're in. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take some deep breaths, make bigger movements with your body. When you're ready, just slowly open your eyes. So, grab your journal, and while you're in this state after that meditation, write down your dreams. Write down the intentions that you have for yourself, and then pick a couple that you want to start working on and work out how you can just tweak them a little bit so that you can start working on things right now. And know that it's not trivial to work on the things that light your heart up. There's about 6 minutes until the new moon exactly, so use this time. We'll feel the energy of the new moon for a couple of days. So take note of any inspiration that comes your way, any ideas that flash into your mind. Stay grounded, stay connected. Know that you're supported in all ways. And that one day we'll look back at this and we'll realize exactly why this crazy time had to happen for us all. Or maybe we won't look back at it. Maybe future generations will study us in history. Who knows? But humanity one day will realize why we went through the coronavirus crisis of 2020. So take care. Love to you all. I'll chat soon. Mwah.